Then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Outer darkness, in a world without electric power. Outer darkness, where light means a small flame, and electric power means a dream of harnessing the lightning. That's the world Michael Faraday abolished. Born 1791 of pious chapel-going parents, father a blacksmith, poor, in the Napoleonic Wars, very poor. A week's food, this loaf, 2 pieces per day.
My education was of the most ordinary description, consisting of little more than the rudiments of reading, writing, and arithmetic at a common day school.
At 14, apprenticed to a bookseller, learning bookbinding after a first year spent as newspaper boy. He became very good at it. Two other apprentices working with him. One became a comedian, the other a singer. His evenings spent reading and taking notes on the books that came into the shop for binding.
Do not suppose that I was a very deep thinker or was marked as a precocious person. I was a very lively, imaginative person and could believe in the Arabian Nights as easily as in the encyclopedia. But facts were important to me and saved me.
I, sir, myself, sir, cut up 7 zinc discs of 7 halfpence each. I, sir, covered them with 7 halfpence and interposed between them 6 pieces of paper dipped in a solution of muriate of soda. Do not laugh, dear Abbot. Rather wonder at the effects this trivial power produced.
The earliest cell successfully copied. Enough electricity to decompose sulfate of magnesia. Benjamin Abbott, confidential clerk, a Quaker. He and Faraday joined the City Philosophical Society. Abbott leads the way in self-education. Faraday worries about his spelling. Abbott corrects him. They correspond elaborately, though meeting almost every day.
I set off from you at a run and did not stop until I found myself in the midst of a puddle and a quandary of thoughts respecting the heat generated in animal bodies by exercise. At the bridge, the wind came in my face and directed my attention, as well and as earnestly as it could, to the inclination of the pavement. Inclined planes were then all the go, and further illustration of this point took place on the other side of the bridge, where I happened to proceed in a very smooth and equable manner for the space of 3 or 4 feet. This movement, which is vulgarly called slipping, introduced the subject of friction and the best method of lessening it. And in this frame of mind, I proceeded with little or no interruption for some time, except occasional and actual experiences connected with the subject in hand.
Faraday now longed for a scientific career. He wrote to Sir Joseph Banks, President of the Royal Society, asking for some sort of post. No reply came. He called frequently to find out what Sir Joseph thought of his request.
Yes, the letter. Sir Joseph says it required no answer.
He'd been given tickets by a Mr. Dance for some lectures at the Royal Institution by the Professor of Chemistry, the brilliant and charming Sir Humphrey Davy. As always, he took lengthy notes and bound them himself. Then Davy got blinded in an explosion of chloride of nitrogen. He needed a secretary till he could see again. Mr. Dance recommended Faraday, only for a few days, though. Faraday was now a qualified bookbinder and hating it. He wrote to Davy, begging for a post, and sent him the volume of lecture notes. Davy was flattered. Promised to send him any Royal Institution books that needed binding, but had no post to offer. The Royal Institution had a laboratory assistant already, one William Payne. William Payne was dismissed for assaulting a member of the Royal Institution staff. Davy's carriage.
Science is a hard mistress. Have you any stipulations?
Only that the Royal Institution provide me with aprons and that I be allowed to use the apparatus.
Helping Davy experiment on chloride of nitrogen and nitrous oxide, laughing gas. Constant self-improvement, though he hated top hats.
Leave it